how can waste time to elaborate everything?
We have decided to use the revival card now. Welcome to episode 6 of Master Debater. I'm Sylvia from Night Owl Thematics.
Yeah! I'm Hirzie from Serangoon again.
I'm Joel from Debate Association Singapore.
Welcome to Master Debater, the show where we fight about not so important topics in battles of debates. Every episode, 3 people from each team will present their stance going up 1v1 against their opponents in a speech round, followed by a quick-fire rebuttal round. Judges will decide which team won, and the losers will have to vote out one of their own. But the judges also have a revival card for the season, which they can use to bring one speaker back. Points will be given to the winners, as well as the best speakers of the episode, voted by you. The 6 players with the most points will go to the final episode, where we will crown the Master Debater. Who will survive? Who will break down? Who will be the true Master Debater?
So, the red team is down to 3 members. The blue team has a quantity over quality at 4 members. And I have a very special announcement to you guys before this episode starts. The judges, we have decided to use the revival card now.
What do you mean now?
We have decided to give each team a chance to revive one member that has been eliminated. But there is only one person that will be ultimately revived. So they will have to battle it out, okay, with a very short debate amongst themselves. You have 30 seconds now to decide who is the person you want back.
Left.
Right.
Wait now, we haven't asked.
Okay, left, huh? Red team, who do you guys want to bring back?
We're going to bring back Nicholas.
Yes, 100%. First person who was eliminated. Right? He was first, right?
I believe so, but he was also a very controversial elimination. I would have brought him back. So good choice. First person eliminated was Lev, and Nick was second. Second.
From your team lah, we on the left will bring back the lefty left.
Yeah.
Blue team.
The format of the show is
we will ask you all, okay?
Okay, sorry, you ask me now.
Okay,
The format of I will speak.
Okay, ready, blue team?
Blue team, shut up lah.
Ready? Okay, blue team, who have you guys decided to bring back?
Can you wait as a team? I love the team. I got it.
Alright, blue team, why did you guys decide to bring Lev back?
Sophia haven't wake up yet.
Okay, so battle rules, guys. Okay, you'll be given 5 minutes to prepare and 1 minute to argue your case.
Your motion for today is, are cats better than dogs? Nicholas, you're for dogs?
Left, you're for cats.
Any of you have dogs or cats, by the way?
I have a dog.
Yeah. What do you?
I'll just leave it there.
The statement is which is better, cats or dogs. So let's not waste time on arguing which is cuter because that's all a personal preference, okay? Their main shared purpose is as pets, a companion that we put in our homes. Dogs are shown to have a high level of empathy and can feel the mood of their human partners. When I'm sad, my Snowy comes to cuddle with me. When I come home from work, she greets me and I feel warmth and I feel loved. Personal feelings and bias aside, right, the fact that dogs are able to understand more complex emotions, they are thus better served to be better companions. Dogs also have other roles in society, like guard dogs, sniffer dogs and guide dogs. And these are integral roles that can help and are irreplaceable by other domestic animals. Why are there no sniffer cats or guard cats? The answer is very simple. It's is because dogs are trainable, and this high level of trainability enables them to use their traits for the good of humankind, like their strong sense of smell. We cannot just look at their functionality as pets, and this trainability of dogs is actually their most important trait. You can say cats don't even need to be trained to know where to pee, but they think about how much that dogs can learn by training and their endless possibilities.
Yes! Woo!
Dogs!
Woo!
Cats are free-spirited. Cats generally live longer than dogs, so they can be with their loved ones longer. Cats are tidier. I live alone now, and one of the reasons I moved out was because my dog used to take a shit in my room every single day. Cats are used for treatment of mental illnesses. Therapy cats are better than therapy dogs because they can be carried around easier.
Yes.
There have been cases of cats curing cancer. What? Let's admit it, there are more famous cats than there are famous dogs. Garfield, Tom from Tom and Jerry, Grumpy Cat is a living celebrity. Who have they got on the dogs team? Goofy and Pluto? Pluto is literally a dog of a dog. How embarrassing is that? Humans always want to follow people with power. They want their traits. And creatures with power, they want their traits. That's why in ancient Egypt, cats were portrayed as godlike creatures. Think about the animal kingdom. Who is the king? Lion. Which family is it from? The cat family. Right? And by the way, most people love pussy, but when they don't like you, they call you a dog.
Judges, are you ready to cast your revival votes?
Yeah. Yes, we are.
Yeah. Nick. Okay.
Left.
In 3, 2, 1, count 1, okay? 3, 2, 1.
Welcome back, Leng!
Oh, we got 5 people now!
Yes! Yes!
Can we explain? Can we explain?
No! Okay, wait. You picked that side. Why?
So I picked Nick because I think Nick was able to explain specifically why dogs were more useful in the context of contemporary society. But like when Lev was speaking, I was not sure why cats were better based on the fact that they are part of a relative of the lion, or whether or not they were, they were associated with Egyptian culture. I was not very sure why being a cultural symbol in Egyptology was more important than the claims that Nick was forwarding. Yeah.
Okay, so for me, I'm picking this side because the question given is, are cats better than dogs? I did not ask for are cats better pets than dogs. And this team was able to show me they are better in status, they are better in history, they are better in their whole entire impression of the animal itself. So they are giving me more better that the question I feel dictates. Yeah.
Again, like Sylvia, the question was open-ended, so it could be interpreted any way it wants. Very compelling arguments with Lev and Nicholas. I felt very, very good contenders. The winning factor for me was how entertaining the thing eventually got to drive through all the way. And the quote that I'll forever remember after Lingyi's quote last week is, "Pluto is the dogs of dogs, what a loser."
Pluto is really a dog of a dog.
Congratulations, Lev! You're back.
Welcome back, Leng!
Alright, I guess I have to leave the show again, but then I feel like I've never really left the red team because I've always been helping to contribute to them, and I'll always be at the back like I am right now, physically and in spirit.
So, the red team is left with only 3 members and all 3 will have to debate. On the blue team, good luck with finding the best option because today's topic is Singlish should be made an official language. Yes, left is gonna be not very useful for this one. Good luck, guys!
I came up with that topic.
Send the Russian.
Round 1.
We do not deny the fact that Singlish is a language, and it should stay and be used by the people. It should be our national language. But should it be made an official language? No. This is how official language is defined by Singapore. The term official language does not refer to a language used by people or country, but by its government, in courts, parliaments, for business. By making Singlish official, we are making it official to the people that it is okay to only know Singlish. Now imagine Singlish is being used as an official language by our government. Not just the accent, the whole thing, the whole package. Even if it's just being used officially in Singapore, imagine how the lawyer's contract will look like. How the letters will look like. Okay, it's cute if the train announcement is gonna say, the door closing, you all better fast up, okay? But how? Fast up, that's not even Singlish. But how will the road sign look like? How will the constitution be written? Singlish is beautiful, you can't deny. It's beautiful, but you can't deny the casualness of it. But because of the casualness, it can't be official. It's not intricate enough to meet the requirements of how Singapore defines official language.
Yes!
Sure. Well done! Well done!
I am convinced.
That's not bad.
Up next, we have Mr. Thomas. I'm living this reality moment.
Singlish is a unique language to just Singapore. Not here to take away other languages, we are here to improve the system and unite our country. Singapore already so kanchiong. How can waste time to elaborate everything? Imagine a kopitiam queue, everybody order kopi also need 4 more words. Macam Starbucks. Singlish, 2 sentences also can turn into 2 words. Everything is utterly screwed and there is nothing we can do to solve it. Jialat liao. See, when I first come to Singapore, first thing I need to learn is not English, not even Chinese, it's Singlish. To blend into the society here, I need to understand the nuances in the language used here. So why cannot be official when every day also need to use to live? Actually, currently our national language is Malay because of the heritage. But our day-to-day English, weird right? Okay lah, majority Chinese population, so need something but there is one language that can unite us all. Singlish.
Wow! So good!
You got this At most just fire him.
Oi, don't say that kind of thing. Singlish is already uniting everybody. We're not denying that. It's the national language, but it can't be made the official language.
Okay, whatever. Okay, the lawyer part you talk about, right? Lawyer, contract, all that kind of thing, right? Actually, with Singlish, old people can understand better because it's simpler for them to understand. Now, all these other languages, we need to break it down for them.
You talk about old people, then what about the future generation?
So future generation can properly be united within our culture, with our unity, you know or not? Then the national language now Malay. Then government not even using Malay, they use English. With Singlish, right? Everything more efficient in the parliament also.
Malay is an official language in Singapore.
Yeah, correct. It's official, but the national language is not even used in the parliament. So it's weird, right? So Singlish will unite. It is the common ground.
By your definition, if emoji is being used by everybody in the world, should we officialize emoji as an official language in the world? I don't have any more. Okay, our point is that Singlish is a national language, but it should not be made an official language because official language is used by the government, in parliaments, in courts, for business. Okay, hey, finished.
Yeah, I said that first, sorry. I thought the PPP was your PPP.
Round 2.
Singlish is a beautiful language, but it's still a pidgin language. A pidgin language is a simplified means of communication that develops between groups that had no common language. Ghana uses English as their official language for communication and ministry and even commerce. They have a problem. A JMRD study showed that pidgin language of English in Ghana, very similar to Singlish, was interfering with their business communications in English. This led to enormous errors being created during business communications, lots of mistakes, lots of spelling errors. On top of this, it widened the gap between the rich and poor when it came to education. The rich had more access to English education, whereas the poor did not, and they were too susceptible to using the pidgin language in the country. Singapore also uses English as our business language. Singlish already affects individuals who are using English as a language. If we make it official, more people are going to use it, there's going to be more interference with the business language of communication, which is English. It's pidgin, it's simplified. Thomas said lawyers are going to use it, more old people understand, but you can't. Contracts need to be detailed, they need to be complicated. A pidgin language is simplified and not enough to meet the demands of what an official language needs to do.
Love you, Pris.
I love you too. Love you too, but good luck.
Let's talk about opportunities here. The English utilized on our TV programs now feels odd, unfamiliar, and we don't use proper English all the time. We will definitely use la, leh, law at some point of time. That's how we communicate with your friends. Anytime, okay? So to convey our emotions and words across, this is what we use. And if Singlish is made official, it can be regularly used on TV. Now create a new type of content. Shows will be better, more entertaining, relatable, and we can be proud of what we call our content. Singlish is actually just a simplified version of English, mixed with words from other languages. We have have so many immigrants, foreign talents who contribute to our society, but so many of them can't speak English very well. But with Singlish, it's simplified and has relatable words within. It is welcoming and inclusive. Lastly, the workspace will be more efficient. How? I used to work in the polyclinic before. There are a lot of elderlies and foreigners. All these patients don't understand what the doctors are saying in proper English with them. So can you just imagine you have to explain your pain to them when they cannot understand what you are saying? Just imagine that, judges. Thank you very much.
Whoa! Solid!
You're not getting this for 30 seconds, so just get ready. The proposition is yet to address why it should be official and the means of what official is defined by, and that upsets me. But still, I'll still rebut your points. Who said don't play? It's already in our TV, it's already famous, it's already being used. Why do we need to make it official? It's great as an unofficial language as it is. Immigrants can still use Singlish even if it's unofficial. There's no problem with that. We're talking about the business form of communication and what is used in government and contracts. On top of that, why can't a nurse use Singlish? Why can't patients use Singlish? We already do.
Pass properly, yeah. All I'm saying is, okay, in Hong Kong, their official language is Cantonese, but they don't use Cantonese when they are going overseas to discuss business with somebody else. We are saying our official language here in Singapore is Malay, but we don't use it here. Our language mainly used over here is English. Am I right to say? And also, I want to say is, we can use Singlish last time. Many years ago, TV are allowed. But nowadays, they're getting stricter, so we can't use English anymore, which is why we have a lot of people losing viewers nowadays.
Pachkan did the coronavirus ads. It still happens now. And Cantonese and Malay are not pidgin language. They're not simplified forms of communication. They're intricate. Well, what do you think?
Round 3.
Chili party rounds.
Let's go, Kelly.
Okay.
You got this.
Let me paint you guys a picture. If we make Singlish an official language, we will have to have relevant resources to support that, and we have to put money behind it. We have to teach it in schools. We have to create an entire training system. We have to have structured an entire English curriculum for the Singlish. We must have exams. We must have research. All these efforts with very little to no economical benefits. But okay, put all of that aside. If you really think about it, right, whatever I just mentioned can't even be done because Singlish can't be taught. Okay? How do you justify good Singlish? Who here can say they speak the best Singlish? We can't, because Singlish derives from us growing up with different races. It differs in different individuals. The Singlish we speak is developed through experiences, but not through formal lessons. There's no Singlish tuition class, by the way, because there's no grammar and there's no rules in Singlish. How do you even introduce the language to foreigners? How do we even teach Singlish? If it becomes an official language, people from all over the world have to learn it. But how could they if Singlish can't be taught? Therefore, by making it an official language is a waste of resources and is redundant. We can't make a language that can't be taught an official language.
Oh.
Yes.
Oh.
Yes.
Okay. Okay. Yeah. Okay, whatever Kelly just said is contradicting herself. One says it's a language, one says it's not a language. Secondly, human race in Singapore is more important than money. Here's why. Singlish is a very beautiful evidence that all cultures can mix together. And this learning Singlish will be beyond just a language. Why? We are learning a concept that everyone can communicate together despite your differences. This is the foundation of Singapore. By doing so, we are recognizing how far we have come. And think about the good that can come out of this. More jobs will be created. Now, Singlish speakers are being discriminated against. But right now, if you do this, more jobs will be created. They can teach Singlish and they will have a sense of belonging. By the way, it's also a basic human need in everyone in this world. And not to mention, this also helps to strengthen bonds with races and also bridge old and new generations together. Overall, the good is way more than the bad, and at the same time, I want to mention that what?
Singlish should be made an official language.
Okay. I want to say my last line.
Just say.
By making it an official language, we are standing for equality and harmony. By not doing so, you are actually causing divide.
Ooh, that was very good. Such a good point.
Alright, ladies, your rebuttal time is due soon. Please stand by. I really want to be RuPaul.
Don't throw Teddy!
Number one, Chrysan, I didn't say that Singlish is not a language. I just say that it shouldn't be an official language. And I use Singlish, everybody uses Singlish. It can be a national language, it's just not an official language.
Okay, right now, first of all, I want to mention that Singlish can be taught. There are a lot of foreigners actually trying to learn Singlish. You cannot just form words and say it's Singlish. No, that's not true. There is a way to use it. Secondly, right now, Singapore, we have a problem. If we don't recognize this right now, in the long run,
People are already losing their mother tongue. It's only a matter of time if we lose Singlish. It will happen, and if we don't fix it now, self-identity problems can occur in the future.
By the way, Singlish is a mixture of 4 different languages and also different dialects. So they will not lose their mother tongue because it is a mixture of everything. And, okay, you fix this.
You what? Overall, I just want to say that I don't want the other team to miss the point. The point here is that it can be made an
Finish it.
It can be made an official language because it is beyond a language. It is beyond a language. It's the concept that we have to remember.
Okay. Do I still have time? Okay. You say that Singlish can be taught. Let me ask you, but you can't talk right now, that what is the #1 rule of Singlish? There is no rule. A language needs to have rule. But anyway, I say that we still can use Singlish because it unites us, just not an official language, because that is used in business, in parliament, for government, and for official use. Yeah. Thanks.
There you go. Well done, girl. Well done. Well done. Well done. Well done.
Foreigners go to a country like China. What do they learn? They learn Chinese. They don't learn the dialect. They come to Singapore, they learn what? They don't just learn any language, they learn Singlish. If Singlish is already our identity, why is it not official? Singlish also gives us so much opportunities, as we have talked about. And is Singlish just another, do we want to make Singapore just another hub for foreigners, or should we combine the best of both worlds? Build culture, finally, after so many years that we are here. Because I see a divide in our country now. 4 race, 4 cultures, and it is time to unite all as one. One culture, one nation, one people, one Singapore.
Whoa! So good!
Okay, we agree with whatever you said, and you made a good point. To make Singlish should be made a national language, but Singlish should not be made an official language. I'll give you one more point. The more we make Singlish official, the more people will believe that they can get by with owning speaking Singlish, and this is a direct disadvantage. To be able to speak only one language spoken only by 3 million Singaporeans, which the rest of the world will find quaint, but imprehensive to make us less competitive in the job markets. Singapore prides itself as a regional hub. That's why our founding father chose English as the official business language. We love Singlish, but the concern here is that any mixed signals on Singlish will undermine efforts to raise English language proficiency, which then erase our advantage. Make a language official requires it to have defined grammar and rules, which contradicts the beauty of Singlish, which is no rules. Making it official not only is impossible, but also might potentially kill this language.
Okay, so it's deliberation, but I'm feeling like this one is like a Food King episode whereby a food is so good that the hosts don't even go 1 star, 1 star. They just say 3 star and the winner is whoever it is. And should we do that? I think it would be unanimous.
Shall we say 3 stars like that?
Yeah. So we're saying three stars of who?
But we'll point to the 3 stars.
Oh, okay, that's fine.
Okay.
You ready?
In 3, 2, 1, we'll say 3 stars and point. Okay?
Yeah.
3, 2, 1,
3 stars!
One for each of you!
Good job, team! What a redemption! That was so good. But let me tell you, that was the best round ever from a team synergies point of view in any episode we've had. The red team basically killed you guys from first speaker's point of view. She defined official language, making it so hard for you guys to come at it. And everything else after that was just like a landslide.
Yes, you were led by the nose because you could not refute, what they have defined as official language, right? And you guys could add a lot more points, but unless you can find a way out of that definition, you jalat, and you are really jalat.
Yeah, so the officializing emphasis that they had was something that they just kept going after, and that's something that really did you guys a lot of damage, because then a lot of the things that you guys would be losing, like things like your ability to have business activity. The examples they brought up with Ghana were all really good examples. I think y'all needed to clash a lot harder with their side. And on top of that, I think like a lot of the points about like foreigners and all that being able to learn just does not mean that it can be translated into a pedagogical way in education. Because what they're saying is that this is very difficult to implement within a curriculum. And so when Kelly says that, there are no rules in Singlish, which precisely is what makes it so hard for you to teach, I think that overcomes a lot of the things that you guys say.
They structured their argument to the point where Kelly, the last speaker, had the nail and the hammer and she went pop.
I think to me, I feel like a lot is to blame on the conclusion. Because I think we have points to rebut. For example, Malay is an official language, but it won't be used in Parliament. English is still used. So businesses can use English, but Malay is still an official language. Things like that which I, as the conclusive speaker, did not deliver.
Which is what I actually circled in my paper. You mentioned Malay. And I circled it. I was waiting. You go this point. Yes, but you didn't use it.
And with Singlish, we actually discussed that. Singlish actually has a grammatical structure. Again, I feel like as a conclusional speaker, it was not delivered.
Okay, so you agree that you guys suck, so now just pick somebody to go.
Yes, well deserved win.
That was very, that was my favorite Team Synergy episode ever. It was like, wow, I was watching Plants vs Zombies, you guys know what to lay on the plants.
Quality, not quantity.
Yes,
so good.
Vote someone out.
Me!
Jason!
I guess
you
I'll
should have
leave
sat in
again.
the front seat. Why you never?
Yes.
Can I leave again and then me and Nick will do another round?
I think it's very clear who to vote out lah. That's me. Oh, I cannot vote myself CC.
I really want to date him. Can I break up his girlfriend?
Hello. I want to vote myself, but I cannot. So I guess I'll just throw any vote lah, huh? I want to stand up with Thomas.
So this episode was not short of surprises. You know, we revived an eliminated member. The Red team had a landslide win, but we end it off with an elimination. For the second time this season, there is a tiebreaker. This lifts the decision on the judges' hands once more. The tiebreaker is between Cece and...
Hey, must stand or not?
Yes, stand.
She's so ready to yeet. Look at her. She's so ready.
No, sit down. I'll call whoever got called stand. So Cece, you can stand, sayang.
Tired, make me stand and sit down like that.
Now the second person with the tiebreaker with Cece's votes is Chrysan.
Wow.
Now the judges had to deliberate hard on this tiebreaker. Do we go with growth since episode 1, will and determination as well? Or do we go with someone who fought all the way through but f***ed up in this last round? Cece, we've seen so much growth from you this season.
Really?
You were the suicide case that wanted to go every episode, but every time you turn up and fight, and we see that potential. So maybe we want to keep you around. Chrysan, on the other hand, we know you've got it already. There's no doubting that you've got the skills. So do we keep you around because, hey, you've reached your ceiling? Or do we keep you around for the prosperity of the blue team? So the judges have decided
that Jason gets eliminated.
Don't cry.
I'm so sad to say, Chrysan, you have to say goodbye to Cece.
If I could vote someone, honestly, I would vote myself, but we can't. So I would have to vote Pris as a team decision to kind of push forward into the final rounds.
I think I'd vote Pris out this time round because as we're moving forward, we need stronger teammates.
Hi, I would have voted for myself because I know that I did very, very badly, but I really don't have a choice, so I have to vote for Cece. I really love her though, so I'm really sorry.
I almost beat! We worked so hard together. Yes. Like... Don't worry, my brain will still be here, although not very useful. Okay, can I say my final speech already? Or you want to follow me? I have to say that I really learned a lot, like what the other contestant did, and I'm really not a strong debater. I really rely a lot on my team. They help me a lot, and I think the Red team is doing really well. I enjoyed myself throughout this journey. Every time we fail, I'm not sad at all. Not because I want to get eliminated, but because I feel that it's a learning experience. I feel happy for my team. Thank you so much for having me. I love you guys, and goodbye. I'm gonna dance.
Bye,
So cute.
See, bye.
Was that exciting? It was so exciting. No.
Damn sad lah.
Sad. No, okay, just me.
Chrysan is crying already.
Oh, sorry.
She encouraged me every round.
Right, and I scold her every round.
So thank you for watching this episode of Master Debater. Next week we will see, okay, which is the better team. So remember to tune in. See ya!
Hi, I'm Cici. Thank you for watching Master Debater. I hope you enjoyed the series because we really worked super hard for this, and this is truly an experience. I never thought that I would be a debater because my English is like and everyone's like so if I've done something not to your standard, I hope you can give me a chance lah, huh? I failed at the Singlish part. I also don't know why, because Singlish is my language. So thank you for watching and see you next time.
Next time on Master Debater.
I feel this is such a waste of time.
Aliens is just another word for the unknown for us.
What? They will f you up if you touch their babies.